welcome. Today's video will be a recap on my ecom journey from like mid 2022 to mid 2024 before I went into affiliate marketing because I was running out of money to afford ecom testing. But it was a long, expensive journey. Of course I'm going to pick it up very soon. I can't wait. So that's why I thought it would be cool to put this video out and just update everyone where I'm at. Where I got with it and what it was like. It was fucking hard and I just couldn't make it work. So I think it'll be a pretty interesting story or like journey to talk about and show like what happened and how far I got, because obviously it wasn't the success story you see like by every guru, like, oh, it took me 6 months, 1 year. Like, it took me fucking ages, bro, and I just couldn't crack it. But I was working my full-time job during all of this. Gym as well, that soaked up a lot of my time, like very limited time after work before you go to sleep, and I was spending, a bit of time at the gym and on the diet and that sort of thing. I could have dumped that extra time into this and I feel like I would have progressed a lot quicker, but I decided that money's not exactly everything and I'd rather get a bit healthier and get in the gym and fucking stop being a scrawny little stick. But I don't want to go on forever. I want to make this video somewhat short and sweet, so let's get into it. I wasn't sure to include this part or not, but in 2018 2019 was when I first got into all this, started running first few stores, never got a sale. This was back in like the Instagram theme page days, like when you'd pay like a meme page or any type of niche page money up front and they will like do a story post, Instagram post, and yeah, I could never got a sale with that. Facebook ads as well, I ran a decent amount of Facebook ads back then and nothing hit. I think I was like 13, 14 at the time, so I've always been into it, but I just couldn't make it work back then. But fast forward to August 2022, must have been when like this shit started popping up on my YouTube, whatever. Got into it, fucking watching Mikey again. He was crushing it that year, I think. But yeah, that's when I found TikTok organic. And the first product I ran, I believe, was like this cap gun. People who watch my channel might already know some of this, but yeah, first product, cap gun, just filming organic videos. I might have some organic videos that'll pop up now of it.
This bottle opener will send your caps flying.
That's what I got my first sale with, that YouTube shorts. Started posting on there and got like 300 subs, and yeah, I believe my first sale ever come from that. So that was cool. It didn't take me too long to get a first sale coming back into it, and then I sort of dabbled in paid ads for the rest of that year. Like, I think I tried paid ads with that cap gun and then different other products that I'll show right now that I tried. I honestly can't quite remember. I was probably just learning as much as I can, and I was still busy with life. My mindset wasn't quite 100% there, but yeah, never really saw much more success for that year, 2022. But 2023 was a different year. I think January I was all testing organic products. In February I watched one of Sebastian Esquada's YouTube videos and he ran up this like swinging duck. I actually have it on me. It's this thing right here. Fucking hang it on the rear view mirror of your car. And he made a solid amount of money because he was getting this shit for like super cheap from China, and I could never get it that cheap. Obviously you can't sell this thing more than 20-25 USD. The margins weren't great when you factor in ad cost and fulfillment. So your profit margins on that is basically fuck all. So I tried it on organic, never really hit, and then I tried it on paid ads and that hit, and I did like, that was when I first sort of like got TikTok ads to work. Did like 650 USD in over 3 days, and that was like my first taste of like, holy shit, this can work. But it was never profitable enough, so moved on. During this time, like after February 2023, I was very in between paid ads and organic, and that's probably the biggest mistake I made, fucking switching in between the two. And looking back, I should have just stuck with one. Another product that I sort of saw success with, not really, was this foot cradle. I seen someone else doing it, so I just copied, and yeah, I think I went pretty viral on Instagram Reels. But Instagram Reel, there wasn't that much buying intent. Probably brought on like $100 of sales, nothing crazy, but it was really just showing me what was possible. But fast forward, I think it was June, July, mini sewing machine, right? I've already made a video on this, but Mikey again ran it up on paid ads and I just copied it. So I got the product shipped to my house, started making ads on paid ads, actually TikTok, and I was sort of like profitable and breaking even. It wasn't anything good, like nothing that I could scale. I made some organic posts, probably like posted 4 ads to organic, and then I just gave up. And like a week later it just blew up out of nowhere. Like one of the TikToks went to like, I have no idea how many views that actually did, but I got like 10,000 followers from it. It did really well. I made like, I think it was like $4,000 USD profit off that. And that was crazy, man. Like working full time and just having the fucking Shopify noties like go off. Man, that was like so motivating and such an awesome time fucking seeing that. This moment changed perspective on money for me quite a bit. Like, you just think of this amount of money is less, if you understand that. Like, say when you're working a full-time job and like $500 is a lot, but then you like make a certain amount in a certain time frame doing something else, $500, you become less numb to $500. Even though that's a lot of money, but you just want more and more, and $500, it's just like, it just doesn't mean as much to you as it did. So that whole craze lasted a couple weeks. I was doing upsells with like a mini sewing kit, like tons of threads and needles, and I was also doing shipping protection on top of that as well. But I did learn a lot from that, especially like on the back end sort of thing, and I think I was fulfilling everything from AliExpress at that point, no private supplier. So that product helped a lot, gave me some funding to keep the shit going. And fast forward to like Halloween, I mean, I was still testing products non-stop, paid ads and organic, but I knew Halloween was coming up and I wanted to go hard with like Halloween products because they go off every year, and I wanted to be well ready. So I was on AliExpress buying like all the products I thought was gonna hit. So I bought all the ones that I thought were good for like Halloween time, started posting organic, never hit. It just didn't work out, and I put way too much time into trying to make that work, and yeah, it wasn't great. So I was a bit bummed out by that. Fucking put so much time into something and just doesn't work out at all. November, I spent 3,000 USD on a mentorship. I don't know if I want to say who it was, but obviously it was a bit of money for me at the time, but I was willing to invest that in myself, and it was good. It wasn't, I mean, the course aspect of it was like good, but I felt like I already knew like most of it. I just needed like that one-on-one with someone who's already crushing it to like show me like what am I doing wrong, because I just couldn't figure it out. I thought that would be the answer, but I don't know, it wasn't a one-on-one. It was more like me and like the mentor and like 5 other coaches. That's how they do it all nowadays, and I got famous with that shit. I could have taken advantage of it more, but the guy was just sort of like, I didn't respect him at all, and man, he just pissed me off. So that was probably a big waste of money, but a lesson learned. At the end of the day, here's some fucking guru that I thought wasn't, and then yeah, what a fucking mindfuck that was. So I just continued grinding paid ads for the rest of the year. And then I had like a product, it was called like the Love Blanket, like a waterproof blanket. I was selling at the end of the year. I was doing pretty well. It was pretty high ticket because like different sizes costed a lot more. So I think I did probably like a couple K with that, and that was cool. I don't think it was very profitable. So yeah, eventually ditched that product, and the year ticked over to 2024, and man, I was like, this year I'm gonna make this shit work. One of the first products of the year, probably, it was the butterfly bouquet. I made a video on this because Shopify banned me. This was like my first product. I was like, holy shit, it's about to happen. It was perfect timing because Valentine's Day was like in a month. It was all perfect, and TikTok ads, man, I was starting to scale that. I remember I'll never forget it, fucking surf scaling that shit. We had like one day where it's like, alright, let's surf scale this, just double the budgets. I think that was my biggest day in the e-com. It was like 1,400 USD rev. It was the best feeling. At this point, I did have my own private supplier, which is, man, he's fantastic. But yeah, literally got one day in of surf scaling, and Shopify shut my store down, no explanation, no nothing, and I didn't hear anything for weeks. It was an absolute nightmare. I thought this was going to be my breakthrough. Like, everything was looking good, profitable. Surf scaling it, like, it was cool. It just didn't work out. I don't know why. I guess it was meant to be, but this shit sort of like fucked with me, because it's like I was so close to having that breakthrough, and I just got fucked over by Shopify. Even though I was doing everything like terms of service, I had Young Express shipping, which is like pretty quick. A lot of people use it. I had tracking numbers for every single order, and it was all updated by the supplier. It was all fine, and yeah, I just got rolled. So it sucked, but I kept pushing through, and then I decided to sell this necklace. I did pretty well with this, actually. I was doing buy one get one free. I don't know if that was the greatest offer looking back on it, but it was working, and the cost of goods was so cheap. It was like $5 US for for 2 of them. I was selling them for probably like 20 to 30 USD, and I was doing well with that, and my private supplier couldn't find it any cheaper than what it was on AliExpress, like for the price of 2 units. So I just filled like basically every order on AliExpress using DS's, which was fine. People shit on AliExpress so much, but the shipping literally took like a week. It's a lot better than what it was back in the day. AliExpress is fine, but it's probably not at scale. But that was when Chinese New Year hit, and that like fucked me, bro. I was replying to emails for weeks with customers wondering where their shit was, and yeah, it was a nightmare. I just think it died out so quickly, and it just wasn't profitable enough at the end of the day. This is the thing, I stuck to TikTok ads the whole time. I tried a bit on Meta, but I got banned so quickly, and then I should have just switched to Meta ads a long time ago, but I just stuck with TikTok ads. And I don't know. We all make mistakes, and I thought I could crack TikTok ads, but I just wasn't happening. But fast forward, I still kept going, and I sold this beach dress thing, and that did pretty well because I think summer was coming up in the US, and this product, I can't remember what offer I was doing, but there was so much content out there for it, so I was ripping those ads up and cooking up some good ads. I was actually doing pretty well with this product, but I just couldn't scale with it, so I didn't get far with that. And then my last product I did well with was the safety razor. You've probably seen it. It's like this, it's been around for quite a while. I actually did a good number of orders with this product, I think, and yeah, it just wasn't scalable. That was just my biggest problem. Like 2024 was like the best, like I was learning the most, I was getting the most experience, I was getting closer and closer to that one product that would just psh, and yeah, I never got to that because I think it was in June and I was still testing, and then I moved out and was spending way too much on rent and food and everything, and then I was running out of money and I couldn't afford shit, so that was the temporary end of my ecom journey. Up until now, I guess I'm gonna start getting back into it, but this was my journey over the course. While working full time, I spent endless paychecks running ads, testing, fucking chargebacks, the lot, man, it all adds up, and it's a huge investment, especially time. Like, all I did was spend all my weekends on this shit. Like, I didn't half-ass. I went crazy on this, trying to make it work. I'm not saying this didn't work at all. Like, it works. I just needed to keep going with it, and that's why I can't wait to start it up again and actually make this shit work. Throughout this whole time, especially on paid ads, I got absolutely rolled on TikTok with bans. Like, it was a huge struggle, probably like one of the biggest problems I had. TikTok bans, like, it was endless. Like, and it wasn't like I was running like any like sketchy products like health, like pills or anything like supplements. I was running just like normal ass products. But the plan is returning to this is Meta ads. It's just the way to go. I made a lot of mistakes, as you do. You learn from them. It is what it is. It just goes to show it's not the same for everyone. People see success a lot earlier. It takes people a lot longer, but overall it's nowhere near as easy as people say it is. And I hope this video shows what it's sort of like, but like I say, I made a lot of mistakes. I was very back and forth with organic and paid ads. I couldn't make my mind up, but that's really it. We're here now. We're about to get back into it. I can't wait. And yeah, I hope you took something away from this video. Like, maybe it's not as easy as it seems, or there's so much more to it. Keep in mind, most of these products that I've talked about this video are like ones that sort of like I saw success with. I tested like well over 100 products, like full on good tests. Well, I wouldn't say good, but I put so much time into it. I probably tested fucking over 200 products. I never stopped. So committed to make this work, but of course, like I say, ran out of money. But now I got money, it's time to get back into it, and yeah. And I'm going to be documenting it all, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I could never make enough to live off it, but felt like I was very close. So otherwise, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to stick around and see what happens, and it'll be cool.